Hey everybody, welcome back to the second half of tonight's Rwl Sn Rl in Albany. Hangman takes lunch along with Wally and Johnny and guys, tell them about what's going down next.
In tonight's main event, it'll be Jake the Snake Roberts facing Macho Man Randy Savage as Savage continues his upward climb.
But before that, also ahead, the debut of Piper Niv in a non-title match with Powerhouse Patty Powers.
In tag action, Splendid Bobby C and Sensational Fabiolas, Team Splendid, lock horns with Eddie and Ray, the Guns Brothers.
And starting it off tonight, a special cross-promotional matchup for the Rage Television Championship.
We'll give you the background on this one, with Playboy Buddy Rose challenging for the title against Texas BFF Rage TV champion T-Dog Tomasio, with a pretty sizable and notable entourage.
Before we even get into the Dogster, here's what's behind the Playboy being up for the Rage TV belt. This is coming from Myron Schimmelman now, and it turns out the only way Playboy here would sign a match with T-Dog Tomasio was if he put the Rage TV title on the line.
He talks in circles about facing T-Dog, but bottom line is he's scared of the former per-time IBWA champ and the reigning Rage TV champ.
And of course, former tag team champion and Masked Incorporated with Brother Tex.
Do you think Playboy Buddy Rose is afraid of being bitten by the T-Dog? It doesn't make sense.
I can't imagine Playboy Buddy Rose being afraid of the Dogster, but he's got some kind of irrational issue when facing the Dogster.
You gotta wonder what's his deal with the sudden anxiety.
And the Playboy sure isn't talking his head off about it.
Sure sounds like T-Dog brought along the whole 1980s with him tonight. Your tag team partner's got a new attitude and some new friends. What's with Wendy Richter of all people? Did she connect up with the Dogster?
Seriously, Tex, you can't not explain this.
Hey, could we please stop acting like T-Dog came out here with like 12 new people? I only see one new person. Everybody knows No Way Jose is T-Dog's tag team partner. Now Wendy Richter, now that, on the other hand, is a new thing. I've hired her personally. She is keeping Jose and T-Dog trained up and in top condition at all times, like for tonight's matchup for the Rage TV title.
They have a former WWE Women's Champion helping them keep in shape. You really do spoil this guy Rotten Tex. It's actually really nice of you.
So, I'm guessing on the flip side of this story, that T-Dog isn't the least but afraid of Buddy Rose.
He is not the least bit afraid of... Well, Buddy, man, look at Buddy Rose go. As soon as these people came in. There may be something to this story after all. And if that's true, that's an edge that T-Dog is going to exploit to defend the Rage TV title. Wendy Richter looking in pretty good shape, I would say. No Way Jose. We'll be seeing T-Dog and Jose in tag team action pretty soon. But right now, tonight, it's a single all about the Rage TV title.
Our second half opening contest, set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit, is for the RWL Rage Television Championship. Introducing first the challenger from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at a slim trim, 217 pounds. Here's Playboy Buddy Rose. And his opponent, accompanied by tag team partner No Way Jose and ladies legend star Wendy Richter from Parts Unknown, weighing 235 pounds, the RWL Rage Television Champion, T-Dog Tomasio.
New entourage, new theme music, new attitude. Will the Dogster sure came on down like a reigning champion. Let's see if he's going home the same way.
Oh, man. Playboy Buddy Rose takes a gander at what could be his if he wins this matchup. Walt Rothburn gets this assignment. Guys, the Dogster's got this in the bag. Playboy Buddy Rose is scared. Here we go. Walt Rothburn rings the bell. Buddy Rose charges. There's an elbow. Takes T-Dog down to the canvas. T-Dog counters with a jaw jacker. Backs off. Buddy Rose swings and misses with the clothesline. The Playboy catches a kick to the midsection. There's, a quick counter from Playboy Buddy Rose into a jumping neckbreaker. T-Dog rounded up by Buddy Rose. Up over the shoulders. The Dogster counters inverted DDT for the Playboy. The Rage Television title on the line here on Snarl. Something that definitely don't happen every day. Playboy Buddy Rose dragged towards center ring. A stomp to the arm from the Dogster. Followed up with a stomp to the midsection and into a little bit of a camel clutch here. Way out of the Iron Sheik playbook. Playboy Buddy Rose fights his way out. The Dogster goes face down into the canvas. T-Dog counters with a kick to the midsection of Buddy Rose. Rounds up the Playboy. Playboy counters with some shots to the midsection. T-Dog counters with a kick. Gets him up. Suplex to the Playboy.
The Playboy, not what anyone could call slender, but he's got speed for his size.
Yeah, he's pretty fast for his size. T-Dog countered. Buddy Rose misses his move. They collide for a second here. T-Dog counters with a kick to the gut. Rounds him up. Slams him down. T-Dog rounds him up again. Playboy Buddy Rose with a couple of hard rights. Another set of hard rights to the back. The Playboy with T-Dog up. Hung up on the top rope. Buddy Rose takes advantage of a down T-Dog Tomasio. There's a kick to the back from Playboy. T-Dog rolls to the outside, swings right back in. Playboy slides in after him. Pushing leg sweep from the Dogster. T-Dog makes his way up to the top turnbuckle. Playboy Buddy Rose seated center ring. T-Dog taking his time about it, changes his mind on the high risker. Catches the shot from Playboy Buddy Rose. Quick to the ropes. T-Dog counters. Gets a hold of the Playboy. Buddy Rose counters with a Russian leg sweep. A lot of back and forth in this one. The Dogster catching it from Playboy Buddy Rose now. Too close to the ropes. The submission gets broken. Playboy drives a knee into T-Dog's back. One, two, nope. Playboy Buddy Rose has to go from start again. With a stomp to the back. Judo flip from the Dogster. He's making the Dogster wild. There's a kick to the back of Playboy Buddy Rose. Randy Richter and No Way Jose standing ringside for the Dogster here in this title matchup. Playboy Buddy Rose. Counter whip for T-Dog. T-Dog delivers a couple of knees to the head and a missile drop kick from the top turnbuckle. How about that? He charges again. Boom. Big elbow to Playboy Buddy Rose. The Playboy out of the corner. Rounds up T-Dog. There's a backbreaker. Playboy Buddy Rose finds him right up here. There's a shoulder. There's an elbow. T-Dog. Quick to the corner. Here comes the Playboy. A splash. Another rebound. And a cross body splash to T-Dog Tomasio. Playboy opens up with a set of jabs. Hard right takes T-Dog down. Playboy going for the cover. Could be bad. One, two. Almost what? Yeah, almost was. Playboy Buddy Rose. Mad as hell. That was damn close to a 3 count for T-Dog. T-Dog counters, goes behind on the Playboy. Inverted DDT, slams him down to the canvas. Randy Richter and No Way Jose cheering on the Dogster here. Rear chin lock on Playboy Buddy Rose. He's got it locked in pretty good too.
Buddy sure looks scared now, though. T-Dog has him in a spot.
T-Dog releases the hold. Looks like he's setting up for Playboy Buddy Rose. Yes, he is. He's got enough for the power bomb. There it is. There's the cover bomb and the cover bomb. No dash. Playboy Buddy Rose found his way out of that one somehow. T-Dog all the way up. Here we go. Oh, man. Crash and burn for the Dogster. Playboy Buddy Rose counters with an elbow to the leg. Up over the shoulders goes T-Dog Tomasio. He counters another inverted slam of the head to Playboy Buddy Rose. Right on the mat. The Dogster lays in the fist drop. Playboy Buddy Rose catches a kick to the back. And the Rage TV title on the line here as T-Dog gets ready to set it up on Playboy Buddy Rose. He's going to go for the power bomb a second time. Boom, there it is, and here's the cover. 1, 2, 3. T-Dog Tomasio retains the Rage television title over Playboy Buddy Rose by pinfall.
The time, 6 minutes and 8 seconds. Your winner by pinfall and still Rage television champion, T-Dog Tomasio.
Well, what did I tell you guys? You know, when T-Dog decided he was going to go solo and asked me to help him out, I knew he was going to do just fine. Taking matches against tougher opponents and winning them. Now he's all the way here with the Rage TV title and Wendy Richter by his side and No Way Jose, and look at that, Playboy Buddy Rose laid out by the Dogster, who is still the Rage TV champion. And yeah, to his credit, Playboy Buddy Rose did not do too bad for himself, but at the end of the day, it's all about getting the 3 count or getting the tap out. And that's what T-Dog Tomasio did and what Buddy Rose didn't do. We'll be back with more RWL Sn Rl right after the break. We'll be right back.
Coming up, it's the first time in an RWL ring for Piper Niven, and she starts out in a non-title scrap with ladies triple crowner, Patty Powers.
Battle of Amazon Gals. Sounds like this one is right in Texas' wheelhouse.
Oh, yeah. So what if it was?
The following non-title ladies legends contest is set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first, making her RWL debut from Ayrshire, Scotland, and she is Piper Niven.
I think that any true ladies wrestling fan would love to buy a ticket for this one, guys.
Hell yeah.
The ladies Tampa Triple Crowner facing Piper Niven, whose wrestling rap sheet goes way before her time in WWE. She was getting noticed in both the UK and Japan, well before the WWE came knocking. And this powerful young lady is physically a very even matchup for Patty Powers. This one has my attention too.
Patty doesn't have the pressure of a title defense, and she performs best when she's relaxed. And she just loves the mechanics of the sport. So she might actually have a pretty good time in there with Piper Niven. If it doesn't, you know, break down into a contentious match.
Well, let's hope that does not happen, TV.
Her opponent, accompanied by MJ Ferrantino from Tampa, Florida. She's NRWL Ladies Triple Crown Champion, Powerhouse, Patty Powers.
The Ladies Legends Champion, the Ladies Gulf Coast Champion, and the new Ladies Southern Champion all rolled into one. The Tampa Triple Crowner Powerhouse Patty Powers making her way down with MJ Ferrantino, keeping a respectable distance. Likes to let Patty shine in her own light.
And oh my brothers and friends, she doth shine brightly. Powerhouse Patty came in about 2.5 years back, and she's made an impact with her 80s throwback style and her no-nonsense classic approach to pro wrestling.
And she's armpits deep in championship gold because of it. She and Danielle Heathcote are serious standouts in the Ferrantino group.
Yeah, and he's very proud of them. Well, they're kind of proud of him. They're really happy they signed up with Ferrantino instead of Sylvia Strong. I know Piper Niven's got a reputation, but I know Patty's reputation better. That's why I'm leaning towards Patty Powers in this matchup. Let's see how it all shakes out. The referee rings the bell. The ladies come center ring. Piper Niven with a kick. Shoves Patty halfway across the ring. Back here with an overhand right. Piper Niven has her up. Powerbomb into the corner. Piper Niven misses with the stomp, catches a kick to the leg from Patty. Quickly back up. They lock it up. Piper Niven with the upper hand again. There's a clothesline. Takes Patty Powers down to the canvas. Followed up with a stomp to the midsection. Piper Niven coming out pretty strong in the opening goings here. Beating the head of Patty Powers against the mat. Powerhouse Patty. Looking like she's having her problems in the early goings here. She has yet to get her bearings, and Piper Niven's taking advantage of that. Piper Niven with a stomp and a knee to the back of Patty Powers.
She better snap out of it soon.
Patty lost her last match to Luna Vachon. Let's see what happens in this one against Piper Niven. Piper twists Patty's neck and head. That's not looking good for Patty right about now.
Suki, looks like Patty's starting to rally back a little.
Yes, sir. Turnabout's fair play, Wally. And Patty Powers says, I'm going to unscrew her head and take it home with me. Slams Piper Niven's head down the canvas, and Patty Powers has definitely woken up from her slumber. Piper Niven rounded up. Front slam by Powerhouse Patty. Here's a cover. Oh. Nope. No dice. Patty Powers locks her up again. Whips Piper Niven to the ropes. There's a collision with no result. A facebuster from Piper Niven. Piper Niven charges through the ropes and crashes and burns face first into the floor. Patty Powers. A fired right hands to the head of Piper Niven right after she took that face plant. Oh. Piper Niven counters with a leg sweep. Patty counters with a jaw jacket. The referee trying to get the ladies back inside the ring. Looks like Patty might have blocked. Ow! Head first into the lip of the apron. Pulls Piper Niven. Piper shoves Patty even further away towards the barricades and makes her own way back inside the ring. Oh, these are two big, strong ladies. Wow, what a match. Piper Niven whips Patty to the ropes. Oh, man, what a spinning slam. A boss man slam kind of thing. There's a kick to Patty Powers from Piper Niven. A kick, a chop, and a clothesline. And Patty Powers back on the defensive again. As Piper Niven starts to turn it loose. Knee to the head of Powerhouse Patty. Piper Niven playing to the fans, and she's definitely got some out there. A stomp to the back of Powerhouse Patty.
Piper going for the high-risk move off the top.
She's going topside. Big time cross-body splash to Patty Powers. Well, I knew Piper Niven was definitely going to be a match for Patty. Patty counters. There's a right that spins Piper Niven around. She goes behind on Piper Niven. Back suplex. And down goes Piper Niven. Patty Powers. Double axe handle across the back, followed up with a stomp. Patty beating the head of Piper Niven against the canvas. Patty Powers playing to the fans. Piper Niven in the upper right corner. Patty gets a hold of her by the ankles. Alley-oop assists her out of the corner. And Piper Niven. Now she's on the other side of the defensive situation. Ain't no fun when the Rabbits got the gun. Patty Power all the way up. And boom! Nasty knee right across the head. Patty Powers goes for the cover. 1, 2. Nope. That was damn close though. MJ Ferrantino must have thought so too. Patty Powers moves in on Piper Niven. Hard whip to the ropes. Piper puts on the brakes. Nicely done. Patty gets a hold of her anyway, but she goes around. Chop block to the back of the knee of Patty Powers. Not a bad counter from Piper Niven here. Gets a hold of her. Oh, what a nasty clothesline from Piper Niven. She had some power behind that. Piper Niven stalking Patty Powers here. Gets a hold of her, has her up, and oh man, what a nasty driver. Piper Niven covers. 1, 2. No, only a 2 count. Patty Powers powering out of that one. Piper Niven waiting right there for her against the ropes. Piper Niven choking Patty Powers with the top rope. And down she goes to the canvas. Oh man, this drove all the way into Patty Powers' midsection. Piper Niven getting ready to go air here. Patty Powers slow to get to a standing position. This may not be good. Oh, Patty counters with a shot to the midsection. Whips Piper Niven to the ropes. Piper puts on the brakes, clubbing the road at the back of Patty Powers. Patty wound it up. Patty counters it into a DDT, dropping Piper Niven right on the top of her head. And she goes right back to work on the head and neck area of Piper Niven. It's been a great match so far. Patty dribbling the head of Piper Niven against the mat. I guess she likes the sound. Keep doing it. Oh man. And it's had an effect on Piper Niven. She looks like she's taking a nap. Patty Powers getting ready to drop off the top turnbuckle. Piper Niven stands up. Flying shoulder. Takes Piper Niven down. A stomp across the back from Powerhouse Patty. Patty again going right to work on the head and neck area of Piper Niven. A cover. 1, 2. And again, no. Piper Niven got that right shoulder up and made sure the ref could see it. Patty Powers moves in on her. Hard whip to the ropes. A tuck under from Patty. Another. Here comes Piper Niven. Perfectly executed power slam with a cover and a hook of the leg. 1, 2. Shut up. Piper Niven refusing to give up the ship here. She charges. There's a... Ooh, man, what a clothesline. Patty takes her down the canvas. All of a sudden, MJ Ferrantino looks worried again. Whip to the rope. Another spinning slam. A black hole kind of slam from Piper Niven. Patty puts on the brakes. Counters into a dragon screw. Patty Powers gets a hold on Piper Niven. Drags her towards center. A stomp to the back of the head. Patty rounds her up in the deadlift. Here it goes. Running power slam perfectly led herself to ring. 1, 2, 3. That's going to do it. Powerhouse Patty Powers defeats Piper Niven by pinfall.
The time, 8 minutes and 12 seconds. Your winner by pinfall, Powerhouse Patty Powers.
Well, GB, you can try and wrestle shame me all you want, but I would not mind seeing that match done over again. Powerhouse Patty Powers picking up the 3-count pinfall over Piper Niven, and what a match it was. I really would not mind seeing that again. We'll be back with tag team action with Team Splendid and the Guns Brothers in just a minute. Alright, as we move forward with the program tonight, tag team action for the first time ever. Team Splendid Bobby C and Sensational Fabulous locking it up with Eddie and Ray, the Guns Brothers.
This next tag team contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, both hailing from Beverly Hills, California, and a splendidly combined weight of 444 splendid pounds, Splendid Bobby C and Sensational Fabulous Team Splendid.
Splendid in stereo, Bobby C and Fabulous. They came in and no one took them seriously at first.
That happens with new tag teams from time to time, like when Wild Fortune was starting out. But Team Splendid has turned out to be no laughing matter. They've been racking up win after win lately, and they just moved up to the next level. And the Guns Brothers are the bosses of that level.
Bobby and Fabi have proven they can hang with some of the best we've got on the roster, and they know the Guns Brothers by reputation. They understand how important this match will be to the rise up the ranks, one way or the other.
Yep, it is sink or swim. for Team Splendid against the Guns Brothers. And, I don't know. We'll just have to see how this one all shakes out, guys.
And their opponents accompanied by NG Angel Guns from the Bronx, New York. At a combined weight of 475 pounds, Mr. Ringside Eddie Guns and El Jefe Ray Guns, the Guns Brothers. The boys looking like a couple of plainclothes NYPD cops tonight, just missing their badges on chains.
That Guns family unity on display with Angie Angel Guns standing ringside for her dad and her Uncle Ray. And they just brought Josie Rod and Lisa Rivera, Las Reinas, into the fold. This family, very influential within our WL, and Eddie and Ray are in fact taking Team Splendid very seriously.
The boys told me earlier today that they used to see Team Splendid as a novelty tag team called Bobby and Fabby, the Harlem Globetrotters of wrestling.
They may take Team Splendid seriously, but damn, that's a left-handed compliment and a half. Yeah, that was Eddie Guns, wasn't it? He's sarcastic. Oh, man. El Jefe and Splendid Bobby C. Starting this one off. The referee rings the bell. They come center ring. Splendid Bobby C. with a couple of kicks and a left and a right. A chop across the hip. Whoa! Series of shots. Takes down El Jefe and quickly comes in. Sensational Fabulous on the tag. El Jefe Ray Guns counters. Couple of chops into a backbreaker for Fabulous. Going for a quick cover. 1, 2. Get a 2 count that early on. Oh, that ain't bad. El Jefe with a headbutt to Fabulous. And here comes Mr. Ringside Eddie Guns. Angie Angel Guns standing ringside. The lineup changes with the Guns Brothers all the time. Sometimes it'll be Angie. Sometimes it'll be Dynamite Jeannie Parker for Mr. Ringside. And sometimes Rossi Flowers for El Jefe Ray Guns. I guess they just like to rotate things. Sensational Fabulous with a discus punch to El Jefe Ray Guns. Here comes Splendid Bobby C. As El Jefe rolls out to the floor, Mr. Ringside catches the right hand, and he's going to catch a hell of a lot more than right hand. He's going to catch 10 of them right now. Right across the chest. El Jefe Ray Guns apparently arguing with some fans at ringside. Doesn't see what's going on. His brother just took a spill to the outside. Ray Guns locks it up with Splendid Bobby C. Has him up for the vertical suplex and nails it. Bobby C. catches a chop to the side of the head from El Jefe Ray Guns. Ray gathers him up. The Splendid one catches a couple of shots, a kick. Quick evasion, a little Olay there from Splendid Bobby C. Who opens up with a series of shots and takes El Jefe down to the canvas. El Jefe Ray Guns finding himself on the receiving end here. All of a sudden and out of no place, as Splendid Bobby C. starts to assert it for his team. Here comes Sensational Fabulous again. El Jefe looking for the exit off the freeway, and here it comes. Mr. Ringside comes in on the attack. Who catches a running kick right to the face. A driving knee, or 2 or 3 from Sensational Fabulous. Set of hard right hands and a stomp to the midsection. Mr. Ringside quickly back up. Both guys missed the running kick. How about that? A backbreaker from Eddie Guns. Fabulous with this catching shots to the throat. Oh, man. Ow. Ooh, ow. Whoa. Man. Well, that was vicious. Fabulous rolls up to a standing position, takes Eddie Guns down with a kick to the side of the head. Follows it up with a kick to the leg. Mr. Ringside down on the canvas and in trouble. Angie Angel Guns looking on. Her dad's taking a beating here. El Jefe with a chief shot. Stuns Fabulous long enough for Mr. Ringside to set up that back suplex. Masters of that kind of chicanery. The Guns Brothers. Fabulous in the Guns Brothers corner. Getting his arm yanked. Kick to the midsection. And oh, man. Raking the eyes right across the top rope. Mr. Ringside whips Fabulous to the far corner. Gets him down into a seated position and starts putting the boots to him. A blatant choke. He's going to try and strangle Sensational Fabulous. He's going to roll him over, go for the cover here. One. Only just the one. Fabulous still in the game. Mr. Ringside locks him up. Escorts him back towards the corner head first. Fabulous counters. Gets himself out of the corner, but Mr. Ringside right there locks him up. Another headlock punch to a now busted open Fabulous. Sensational Fabulous making his way to the corner. Here comes Splendid Bobby C. Mr. Ringside charges, catches a running boot to the face. From Splendid Bobby C. Here comes El Jefe Ray Guns on the tag. He catches a running kick and down he goes. Man, Splendid Bobby C. showing out over here. Wrist clutch stomps to the back of El Jefe Ray Guns. Another running kick. El Jefe counters with both boots quickly, gets back up quickly, gets a hold of Splendid Bobby C before he can kick him again. Vertical suplex. Oh, man. El Jefe goes behind the knee to the head of Splendid Bobby C. Here comes Mr. Ringside Eddie Guns again. Bobby C back up, drives a knee into Eddie Guns' head. Winds him up. There's the clothesline. Goes after El Jefe. And Enziguri puts El Jefe out on the floor. As Mr. Ringside lays in a heel hook stretch on Splendid Bobby C. Bobby rounded back up by Mr. Ringside. Whoa! Snap suplex. A forceful one. Mr. Ringside. Oof! Leg scissor stomp. And now Mr. Ringside with all the momentum on his team's side. The Splendid Bobby C making his way to the corner. And here he is. Sensational Fabulous makes the tag. Mr. Ringside right there to greet him. Has him up over the shoulder, hangs him up off the top rope. Down goes Sensational Fabulous. The Guns Brothers regaining control of things here. Eddie Guns whipped to his own team's corner by Fabulous. Fabulous with a shot to the back. Turns it on El Jefe, and Enziguri puts him back on the floor again. Okay. Fabulous tries for the suplex, but catches a chop block to the back of the knee from Eddie Guns. Whip to the ropes. Flapjack face first into the mat goes Fabulous. Mr. Ringside pulls him up into a leg lock. Releases the hold. Turns it on Splendid Bobby C. Steps out onto the apron with Bobby. Slams him into the lip of the apron. Out goes Bobby. Drop kick fails to connect on Fabulous. Fabulous with a kick right to the face of Mr. Ringside Eddie Guns. The referee already counting. Head first into the ring post. It's into the ring post time with the title on the line. You can play at any time, even if you're 99. Into the ring post time. Okay. Flatliner on the floor for Sensational Fabulous. A series of chops and kicks. A clubbing overhand right to Bobby C. And right back face down on the mat, on the floor again. Sensational Fabulous catches a hard right. The referee continuing the count here. And this one's degenerated into a brawl, which I knew sooner or later that was going to happen. Fabulous rolled back inside the ring. Mr. Ringside takes himself to the top turnbuckle. Here it goes, diving elbow. Nails Fabiolas. Rolls him over, covers and hooks the leg. One. Almost a two. But Bobby C breaks it up but knocks out the referee. Well, that's a hell of a way to do it. Mr. Ringside, another leg scissor stomp. The sensational Fabiolas as El Jefe comes in. And the referee's still waiting to wake up here. Fabiolas laid out center ring. El Jefe goes to the top turnbuckle here. Far right corner, referee finally coming to. Here we go. Double axe handle doesn't find the mark. A shot to the midsection from Fabiolas instead. Wrist clutch kick to the side of the head. Ray Guns getting it back together as splendid Bobby C comes in on the tag. El Jefe locks him up, knee to the head of splendid Bobby C. Bobby counters with a nasty right. Quickly back up, catches an even nastier knee from El Jefe. And there we go, those nasty shots right to the throat. Oh, man. That's, the Guns brothers don't play. Leg sweep from Bobby C. A set of shots and a stomp to the midsection to El Jefe Ray Guns. Oh man, splendid Bobby C with a series and a back fist and a rebound off the ropes. Flying punch takes El Jefe down. And here comes Fabiolas again. We're well halfway over in this match and still ain't got no sign of a winner. It's been a good one. Fabiolas goes right back in on El Jefe Ray Guns. Now both these guys are busted open. Well, El Jefe counters with a right. Sets it up. Fabiolas catches the vertical suplex. Ray Guns rounds him up. Fabiolas locked up. Whip to the ropes. And, oh, big time spine buster right there. There's the cover. But splendid Bobby C. saving the day for his team again. Fabiolas rolls to the outside. El Jefe takes himself to the top turnbuckle, changes his mind about it, goes after Bobby C instead. Brings him in over the top rope. Tags him with an overhand right. And here comes Mr. Ringside again. Just in time to pick up the pieces. Fabiolas and El Jefe on the outside. Mr. Ringside with a discus punch to Bobby C. Bobby C being stopped here but saved by Fabiolas, who goes for the cover. One. Just the one, says the referee. Stomp to the midsection from Fabiolas. Stomp to the arm. Mr. Ringside brought back up to a standing position. Whip to the ropes. A collision with no result. A shot that spins around Mr. Ringside. Reverse Ramon's carry. Knee to the head. GTS right there. Cover and a hook of the leg. 1, 2. Eddie Gunn kicking out of the pin. Fabiolas brings Bobby C back into the mix. Here he comes. Drop kick. Takes Eddie Guns right down before he can get back up. He counters quickly. Gets back up on his feet anyway. Bobby C. Whip to the corner. Mr. Ringside with a clothesline. Spins Bobby C out to the floor. Covers. Sensational Fabiolas. One more time. Saving the match for his team as Mr. Ringside takes himself to the top turnbuckle here. Splendid Bobby C to a standing position. Here it goes. Missile shoulder. Man. A hard one too. Bobby C rounded up. Knee to the head and down he goes. Stunned stupid. Mr. Ringside on the outside with splendid Bobby C and the referee counting. Bobby C rounded up. Counters with elbows to the midsection. Gets himself out of danger for the moment. Rolls Mr. Ringside back inside the ring. And this one's going to continue right here. Oh, knee to the head. Go behind by Eddie Gunn, shot to the back. Bobby C into the corner. Here comes El Jefe on the tag. Tag team double shot right here. Kick to the midsection. He is setting up the flatliner. Look at this. Boom. There it is. Could be the end right here. 1, 2. Damn if it almost was. Oh, Bobby C kicking out some way, somehow. The Guns brothers firmly in control of things. Splendid Bobby C staggers to his feet. El Jefe on the top turnbuckle. Oh, missile shoulder fails to find the mark. Bobby C steps to the outside, comes on back in. A knee, a right, a kick, a double shot to the midsection. El Jefe into the corner. Bobby C beats it out of town, turns it over to Sensational Fabiolas. El Jefe meets him center ring, locks him up. Fabiolas catches a spinning neckbreaker from El Jefe. Ray Guns again with the sadistic series of shots to the throat. I mean, man. Misses with the double boot stomp. Fabiolas quickly back up but catches a running knee from Mr. El Jefe. El Jefe charges to Fabiolas. An overhand right. And we're back on the outside again. A hard right hand puts him on the floor again. This one's been crazy. Fabiolas rolled back inside the ring. Bobby C gets El Jefe back in there. Fabiolas drives a knee into the head of El Jefe Ray Guns. Fabiolas whips him to Team Splendid's corner. Here comes Bobby C on the tag. Double team punch. El Jefe counters. Bobby C countered again by El Jefe. Hard shot to the mid. Oof. Hard. And again. He's trying to make him throw up lunch. A hard right hand takes Bobby C down to the mat. El Jefe with a stomp to the leg of Splendid Bobby C. And here he goes. He's winding up for the submission here. Rocking chair submission, but breaks up the hold himself. Here comes Mr. Ringside again. Splendid Bobby C in the corner. Catches a kick. Mr. Ringside with another kick. Look at this. He's just going to strangle him unconscious. And then go. Whoa. Literally did it. Strangled him unconscious. And went for the pin. Wow. 1, 2, 3. Whoa, that was callous, but the Guns brothers pick up the win.
The time, 16 minutes and 36 seconds. Your winners by pinfall, Eddie and Ray, the Guns brothers.
And the Boulevard boys from the Bronx strike again.
What a freaking tussle, you guys. Full marks to Team Splendid in what turned out to be one of their longest and toughest matches against one of our toughest teams. Marking it in the win column would have been a cooler bonus, but that W goes to the Guns brothers, and damn if they didn't earn that bad boy.
Our main event when we return.
Main event Legends Division top drawer competition with Jake the Snake Roberts joined by Rockin' Robin, squaring up with Macho Man Randy Savage with Miss Elizabeth in his corner.
Man, Randy Savage has got a rocket strapped to his career since quitting Scott Bell's camp.
He sure has.
Tonight's Snarl main event is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, accompanied by Rockin' Robin from Stone Mountain, Georgia, weighing in at 242 pounds, Jake the Snake Roberts.
Jake the Snake, bringing along that ominous burlap sack, and also bringing along the far less ominous Rockin' Robin, serving tonight as her brother's second at ringside, with Miss Elizabeth on the side of the Macho Man.
This main event Legends matchup couldn't possibly have a more classic old school vibe. Both seasoned veterans, we could be in for a long one.
And with a 20-minute time limit, we could very definitely be in for the long haul, because neither of these guys know about quitting when things get crazy.
And they could be getting crazy right here and now. Let's kinda hope they do. It would make for a great main event.
I like that idea, GB. Jake the Snake Roberts certainly looking prime. for this matchup was Macho Man Randy Savage, and boy has he been hot.
And his opponent, accompanied by Miss Elizabeth from Sarasota, Florida, weighing 256 pounds, Macho Man Randy Savage.
Woohoo, man, you can barely hear yourself thinking here between the music and the crowd here in Albany. Macho Man Randy Savage definitely in the house and well received by the fans in the building tonight. In tonight's main event matchup against Jake the Snake Roberts, I guess it's safe to say Macho Man's heavily favored to win this match.
What a change in Randy Savage, now operating independently. Just he and Elizabeth, in charge of themselves for a change, and what a difference it's made. I don't think he's lost a match since he cut loose from Too Short.
He looks happier. His in-ring action, where it counts, has been on point. Randy Savage is cruising, and all the lights are green.
Man, you talk about a classic wrestling throwback to the 1980s. Jake the Snake Roberts and Macho Man Randy Savage. Man, what a main event we got wound up here. The referee rings the bell. They come center ring. Jake the Snake opens up with a kick, a snapmare, and a grind of the boot into the face of Macho Man. A kick to the side takes him down to the canvas again. Randy Savage catches a jab, a gouge to the eyes. He counters with a jab, a couple of lefts and rights, and a hard right that puts Jake Roberts down on the mat. Macho Man going right to the top turnbuckle right away. Big time crossbody to Jake the Snake Roberts. Randy Savage with a jab, a right, and a quick takedown, followed up with a set of hard rights to the head of Jake the Snake Roberts. Rockin' Robin looking on at ringside. Swing and a miss from Savage. A clothesline from Jake the Snake Roberts takes him down. Savage counters with a sweep. The Macho Man locks it up with Jake the Snake. Headlock punch. Savage goes behind. Hard shot to the back. The Macho Man goes behind again, repeats the process, whips Jake the Snake Roberts to the ropes, high hip toss. From Jake the Snake Roberts from Macho Man Randy Savage. There's an elbow drop right across the chest. No kidding, Randy Savage has been hot ever since he quit Scott Bell's camp, and he's just been amazing. Here he comes, through the ropes, shoulder tackle takes Jake the Snake Roberts down. I don't think it's going to be too long before Macho Man Randy Savage comes knocking at Roddy Piper's door for the Legends World Championship. Jake the Snake Roberts taking a beating on the outside as the referee counts. Randy Savage snaps the leg, drops an elbow on it. Rounds up Jake Roberts, rolls him back inside the ring. 20-minute main event here. Can't really say how long it's going to go. Jake Roberts catches an elbow off the top from Randy Savage, a cover and a hook of the leg. One. Just the one. Jake Roberts powers out of the pin. Randy Savage goes right back in. Hard right hands to the head of Jake Roberts. Jake the Snake Roberts not looking too effective in this matchup. Vicious punch from Randy Savage takes him down. The Macho Man with a chop gets a hold of the trunk, vertical suplex to Jake the Snake. And Macho Man's feeling it, and so's the crowd here in Albany. Oh man, Jake the Snake Roberts in trouble here. Sweeps the leg on Macho Man, takes him down. Moves in on Randy Savage. A vicious gouge of the eyes from Jake the Snake. Jake kick to the midsection. Randy Savage puts on the brakes, delivers a knee. Tries for the scoop slam, but no good. Jake Roberts counters him. Hard shot to the midsection from Randy Savage. A jab, a third. A hard right. Jake's reeling. Miss Elizabeth watching. Randy Savage really starting to open up here off the middle rope. Cross body. Collapses Jake the Snake Roberts. Randy going topside again. Big time cross body splash. A cover and a hook of the leg. 1, 2. Well, one other close call, but not good enough. Randy Savage goes back to work again. Sentinel, he's calling for it. This could be a big time over right across the chest center ring. Jake Roberts is out. 1, 2. Shut up. Hate the Snake Roberts refusing to go gently into that good night. Randy Savage with another discus punch for Jake Roberts. And Jake the Snake Roberts has been rapidly losing more and more momentum as this match has progressed. Randy Savage, a little chokey on Jake the Snake Roberts. Jake looking for some way out, and there ain't one. Another jab from the Macho Man, and another snap. Jake's head back down. He goes into the seated position in the corner. Randy Savage putting the boots to Jake Roberts. I don't know, man. Maybe this is an imposter. Maybe the real Jake's tied up in the back. As Jake Roberts is catching a beating from Macho Man over here. He's got him for 20 minutes. Jake Roberts might be rethinking signing on this match. Randy Savage countered by Jake Roberts. Jake finally starting to snap out of it here. Savage head first into the turnbuckle. A jab from Jake the Snake Roberts. There's another one. Randy Savage quickly counters him. Drops up Jake. Slams him into the corner. A short clothesline. Randy charges another clothesline to the back of the head of Jake Roberts. Macho Man snaps the arm on Jake. Savage locks him up. Jake swings and misses. Catches an atomic drop right to the tailbone. Savage with a chop. All left, all right. And a gut wrench suplex to Jake Roberts center ring. Macho Man gets a hold of him again. Another hard shot to the breadbasket. Jake Roberts counters with elbows, backs Randy Savage off. Savage locks him up, flips him to the far left corner. Jake Roberts counters with an elbow, finds his way out, locks it up with Macho Man, has him up, scoop slams him. And Jake Roberts, just like that, trying to turn it around here. And here we go, slugfest time between two. Oh man, these two guys, they go at it for a while. Randy Savage had a couple of hard rights to Jake Roberts. Counters, delivers a couple more. Jake Roberts counters, and down goes Randy. Down goes Jake Roberts on that hard right from Randy Savage. Wheeling on the outside, Randy Savage charges through the ropes. Another flying shoulder tackle to Jake the Snake Roberts. And this one's spiraling out of control for Jake on the outside. A scoop slam to the floor from the Macho Man. Savage with a kick to the midsection, gets a hold of him, and spinning pile driver out there on the floor. Well, if that ain't the end, I don't know what will be. Randy Savage going to town on Jake Roberts on the outside. The referee counting, time's running out. Jake Roberts rolled back inside. Savage rolls himself in, goes for the cover and hooks the leg here. 1, 2, 3, and we are done. Macho Man Randy Savage picking up the win over Jake Roberts by pinfall.
The time, 7 minutes and 20 seconds. Your winner by pinfall, Macho Man Randy Savage.
Well, sir, that racks up another win for Macho Man Randy Savage, and he's been racking up plenty of those lately. And he's just rocketing straight up, meteoric rise. And he's going to wind up facing Rowdy Piper sooner rather than later, it sure looks like.
All right, amigos, that's all we've got time for this week on Snarl. Fans, thanks to all of you for your viewership, your comments, and everything else that's helped this little channel to grow like it has. We return Monday night, October the 3rd with our WL Rage from Elmira, New York. For Tex Johnny and yours truly, Wally Cardinal saying thanks, good night, and be safe. See you next Saturday the 8th.